Welcome back, guys. So yesterday, Hyundai actually released the pictures and videos of the new Hyundai Ioniq 6. The Ioniq brand that they are trying to push now is their EV lineup. They have the Ioniq 5 that came out, and this Ioniq 6 is a newer sedan, saloon type of version of a car. Kia sister brand has come out with the EV6. Even the Genesis brand has the GV60, which is all based off the Ioniq chassis itself for the EVs. The Ioniq 6 that they released, I'm going to show you some pictures following the intro here, and then we'll kind of go over what will be available and what my thoughts are on the car. As always, let's start the video by clicking that like button, the subscribe, and if you haven't done so yet, click that notification bell. That way you're notified every time a new video is uploaded. I'm going to start off the video right away with a slideshow of the pictures that Hyundai released of the new Ioniq 6. So what do you think, guys? It's very futuristic, but also retro at the same time. Kind of like a really cyberpunk feel to it, right? They're still keeping true to that pixel design of the Ioniq 5 when they came out with that. I personally like the way the Ioniq 5 was designed. Very boxy, almost like 80s, 90s feel to the car, and kept with the pixel design with the lights and everything. Ioniq 6, however, though, I don't know if I like this one. It seems a little too bubbly for me. Although, if you take a look at a lot of the interviews that they did about the design of the car, it was really done for efficiency. They gotten to a point where they're even decreasing the distance between the front wheel and the front bumper to get a better drag coefficient. That way they can get better range out of the electric batteries and everything like that, too. So, we can anticipate and expect a little bit better range out of the same exact formula that Ioniq 5 was built on. So that's kind of exciting. The fact that it has four doors, has a sedan saloon styling, I think this will go up very well against the Tesla Model 3s and any of the more entry level EVs out there on the market right now. With that said, next to Tesla, Hyundai is the leading EV manufacturer right now that's selling EVs like crazy throughout the whole world. I mean, that says something, right? This whole Ionic branding is working for Hyundai. Am I a big fan of these EV craze? No, I'm not. I'm all about performance vehicles. I'm all about internal combustion engines. But it is the wave of the future. It is what's coming kind of inevitably. So I do want to go over it. And at the end of the day, they do make good daily drivers. I mean, they might not be the most performance oriented, fun cars to drive on the weekends. But, if you're commuting a lot to work, I guess it's something that you can definitely consider. Well, I want to go over some of the specs that Ionic 5 actually offers, because Ioniq 6 again is based on the same chassis, frame design, the battery design as the Ioniq 5, so we can expect similar performance out of it. So I'm going to go over that real quick. That way you can kind of see what you can expect with this car, because Hyundai actually hasn't released anything official yet when it comes to specs of it. All right, so I am now at the Hyundai USA website. Wow, look at that. The first thing that pops up is the new Ioniq 6. Well, let's see. Click learn more. Let's see what's all up here. Oh, there's not much information to be had. All right, we're going to go to the Ioniq 5 section, and so that we can take a look at what's going on, or what we can expect from the 6. Let's see. Scroll down. There's Ioniq 5. No. Look at all these awards it's already won. You're looking at World Car of the Year, World Car Design of the Year, World Electric Vehicle of the Year. So that's pretty impressive. And like I said earlier in the video, I actually like this styling a lot better than the Ioniq 6. But again, that's a personal preference. If you like the Ioniq 6, there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to agree with me on the design side of things. I'm more particular to this style. All right, let's take a look at the trims. So the trims are most likely going to be very similar in the Ioniq 6. So it's going to start off with the standard range SE, which basically is, the bare bones model. All right, you're looking at a 220-mile range, 168 horsepower. I believe this is rear-wheel drive only when the SE standard range. If we go to the SE and up, you do have the option of selecting all-wheel drive option, which actually bumps up your horsepower. So let's actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the build section. That way it actually breaks it down for us a little better. Come on, load. I don't know if it's my internet or if it's Hyundai's website that's taking forever, but...
One eternity later.
Okay, so their build thing doesn't work, so we're going to go and look at these specs. All right, like I said before, the SE standard range does not have an all-wheel drive option. Come on, stop bouncing around. Their website needs some work. All right, so their all-wheel drive is not available in the SE standard range. Regular SE, however, all-wheel drive is available. All right, at that point, here we're looking at... Come on. Oh, my God. I do not like this website. It just bounces around too much. Okay, so here are the ranges. So all-electric range, rear-wheel drive, 220 miles, 303 miles, 303 miles. When we jump to all-wheel drive, the mileage actually decreases. 256 miles, 256 miles. Now, the reason for that, obviously, is the battery size is the same, but now it's turning two different motors. So you have the motor in the back and the motor in the front, so it's going to spend, or it's going to use more energy, hence the decrease in miles. But if you're living in like the northern climates where you're going to get snow and things like that, all-wheel drive would definitely be more advantageous than buying a rear-wheel drive version. So if you opt to get like an SE with all-wheel drive, you're still going to get more range than this SE standard range, and you'll be able to enjoy the all-wheel drive safetiness of it. Okay. And then I'm gonna see if we can. Oh man, this website is very, very weird. Hopefully, Hyundai takes note of how jumpy it is when you start scrolling. Okay, so if you look here on the SE, let's go to the SE standard. SE standard. So we're looking at 168 horsepower. SE, we're looking at 225 horsepower. When you go to the all-wheel drive, obviously the horsepower increases because you have one more motor. You have a total of two motors, making it 320 horsepower. Torque remains the same when it comes to rear-wheel drive for all of them. So 258, 258, 258. Okay. And torque with all-wheel drive obviously is huge because now you have two motors, 446, 446 for all the trims with all-wheel drive option. That is actually a very, very quick car if you think about it. 320 horsepower, 446 foot-pounds of torque, and that torque comes on instantly like this since it's an electric vehicle. So I don't think you're gonna have issues with the car feeling slow off the line or trying to pass anybody or anything like that. It's as a daily driver, it just seems like this Ionic all-wheel drive package is very very good. All right, now charging levels. Let's see this here. So AC level 2, standard 240. So this is the downside to EVs. You need to charge it at home, and obviously if your home's not equipped to charge 240, it takes like 18 hours to charge your car or more, um, depending on how big your batteries are. So if you have a home, you need to pay an electrician to come out and run a 240 volt so that you can charge your car. And at that point, this car is going to particularly take the all-wheel drive version takes 7 to 10, or SE version because it has bigger battery. It'll take 7 hours and 10 minutes to charge. The SE standard range, because it is a smaller battery, it takes 5 hours and 50 minutes. They do have rapid charging at charging stations, so this rapid charging isn't something that's available at your home, but those charging stations will have a rapid charging, and it will charge from 10 to 80% charge within 18 minutes. So that's very cool. 18 minutes is definitely a lot shorter than what it used to be even a couple of years back on rapid charging cars. So I mean, essentially, if you can find rapid charging stations, you can take long road trips without losing too much time. Um, Battery power output, the regular standard range, 195 kilowatt. SE and up, you're looking at 272 kilowatt. That's where you get the extended range from it because your battery is bigger. Again, like I said, SE standard range is not available in all-wheel drive, but everything else is available in all-wheel drive. Wow, they even have towing capacity. I don't know if you really want to tow with a vehicle, but the SE standard range, they said basically don't tow. But SE and up, 1650. So I think that's like what, like a trailer and a jet ski maybe. That should be enough to tow that, but you can't definitely tow a car with it or anything like that. But yeah, it's for a weekend trip out to the lake with the jet ski, I guess that will work. This is pretty much the same thing that you will see on the Ioniq 6, is my guess, just because, like I said, it is based on the same exact chassis, same exact battery layout, and everything. I th- I do believe they did shorten the chassis a little bit on the Ioniq 6. But I mean, with that said, like I said, it should still be the same battery, anything like that. But because of their design language, because of how they made everything more friendly to drag coefficients and things like that, a lot of the articles that I read up on are expecting more or better range than Ioniq 5. So we'll see how that does when it comes out. Um, if as more news comes out, I will make more videos regarding this vehicle. And again, thanks for watching. If you haven't done so yet, please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.